مرحبا بكم السادة المشاهدين من جديد وبرنامج دوحة المساء على تلفزيون السودان. سعيدين جدا انه يكون معنا الزميل عمر مرسال حيتكلم عن بعض المحاور باللغة الإنجليزية. مساء الخير عمر.
Okay, thank you. Azad,
تفضل.
I really respect that and thank you very much. And this is Doha English event, and I'm very happy to join the discussions. And on Wednesday, as we say, we discuss Sudanese house. Precisely today, we focus on social media and the family and children and role of the social media while we are rising up, and at the same time, advantage and disadvantages of social media for the kids as whole, even to the family. But before we go deep, I think we need to define who is the child that we think that social media platforms or smartphones or even laptops, that it should be restricted not to be used. I hear from our guest that it says a child is defined from 16 and down, underage. But I think a child is from 13 and down. I think this we can restrict it, social media from them, and we can observe. It doesn't mean we should stop or giving no smartphone, no laptop, but I think we can easily afford for them the basics. Access, whether it's Wi-Fi, internet, and all the platforms. But generally speaking, social media, it has a big role in the family. For example, children, they can get access for the education, whether they can learn the basic things in the math, whether they can have some app, educational app, could be games, could be basic needs. Even they can take online courses additionally from schools, they get it. Or they can go to the Google website to know more details about the courses that they had. Or even they can go to more additional information that they require from school or other additional life information that they needed. And for the family or parents that they caring about rising up and observing the child, the child we said is 13 and down, I think it's very necessary that parents, they should observe when and how they use their phones and precisely internet time. But I think we can give them smartphones and we can let them free, but we can observe only in the time of internet. When we open the Wi-Fi, we can open it in a limited time. For example, we can open 2 hours per day. They can get access, they can learn, and then we can lock the internet from them. Whatsoever they upload it or they download it from the internet, they can check up the lessons, the PDF or whatever they had during that 2 hours. Because when we open the Wi-Fi, lively speaking, I think they may go to other websites, and this would be a disadvantage. But advantage is still remain that educational purpose is one of the main thing that we need. And because today world is just media, it's the main tool that the world is remain in one village. And smartphones, this would give you access to everything, and good and bad as well. So let's go to the disadvantage. Precisely, disadvantage could be spending more time. Because when a child spends more time in the social media, they will be addicted. And then the addiction could create another problem, which is they will be unsocial because they will stay mainly with their phones. And they think that phones could be their friends, their relatives. They think phone can give them more than even when they spend with the friends or the family. I have seen many, even those are adults, they prefer to use their phones in most of the time because they think phone can give them a lot. And this will lead to the introvert and extrovert. When you said introvert, means someone who is unsocial, someone who doesn't like to communicate with people, and someone who is always prefer or whether get a social phobia, we talk generally, it might lead to that crisis. But this could be observed and this could be constructed in a certain and in good ways. Internet is not a bad, for me it's not a bad. It means that you investing your time and you investing in a good way, whether educational or you spending time within yourself for the educational purposes or for self-spending time process. And that's a good quality, I think. But if it miss out from that, it will devastate, it will create more hinders and challenging live communications time process, I think. And to generally conclude the discussions, I think that family, they should try to provide necessities of their child, like checking up their exercise if they came from the schools. And if something is difficult, you can say that you can open the internet, you can get from it. If the parent, they are well educated, that would be nice, I think. But as we know, that Sudan is fully bleak with illiteracy. And illiteracy means ability to read and write. Most of our parents, they are uneducated, but we don't sanitize the problem within, but still they can play a big role of writing and constructing the children. In a pedagogical process, meaning education and rising, it's the basic goal for both people, I think, in the home. And thank you very much. Because of time, I really feel interested, and that's very amazing. And keep up. Sudanese families are one of the best family I have ever seen, I think.
Shukran.
Because there are so many challenges. They are